A Mother's Guide, Feeding and Care Essentials, Part 3, by Dr. I.K. Vijliwala. The first question is, there are many herbal or medicinal mixtures in the market that claim to help babies digest mother's milk better. Do they really help? The answer is no. Mother's milk is naturally perfect and easy for babies to digest. These mixtures do not improve digestion. In fact, some of them contain alcohol, more than 5%, which can harm the baby. The World Health Organization clearly states that babies under 6 months should not be given anything other than mother's milk, not even herbal mixtures. The US. FDA also advises that such preparations should be avoided for children under 2 years old unless absolutely necessary. Next question. My baby is 2 months old and receiving only mother's milk. I am going for surgery and will be away for 6 to 7 hours. Can my baby be given cow's milk or formula during that time? And the answer is no. You can express mother's milk into a clean bowl in small portions a few hours before surgery. Mother's milk stays safe for up to 8 hours at room temperature. Just before going into surgery, feed the baby well. During your absence, the saved expressed milk should be given. Avoid giving any other milk or formula unless a doctor clearly recommends it. Another question is, my feeding tip is flat or turned inward and my baby is unable to latch comfortably. What should I do? The answer is, sometimes the feeding area becomes too full and firm, which makes it hard for the baby to latch. You can express a little milk by hand to soften the feeding area. In rural areas, people sometimes have another baby, 3 to 6 months old, nurse to ease the fullness. But this is not always advisable. If the feeding tip is flat or turned inward, a feeding shield made of soft, clean silicone can help. During pregnancy, especially for first-time mothers or those who had difficulty earlier, the feeding tip can be gently pulled outward during bathing to help prepare it for milk feeding. Here's the next question. What is the correct way to feed a baby with mother's milk? Here is a comparison of proper and improper milk feeding positions. Correct milk feeding position. Baby's mouth and chin are close to the feeding area. Baby's mouth opens wide with the lips comfortably outward. Baby takes a deeper portion of the dark outer area into the mouth. The feeding tip reaches well inside the baby's palate. Very little of the dark outer area is visible once latched on. Incorrect milk feeding position. Baby's mouth and chin are far from the feeding area. Baby's mouth is only slightly open and lips cover only the feeding tip open. Baby sucks only on the tip ham. The feeding tip stays near the lips instead of going deeper. Most of the dark outer area remains outside. And the last question of this article is, are there any medicines that mothers feeding with their own milk should avoid? The answer is yes. Some medicines can pass into mother's milk and may affect the baby. Medicines that should be avoided: cancer treatment medicines, bromocriptine, chloramphenicol, cigarettes, cocaine, heroin, and other harmful substances, ergot, iodides, lithium, methimazole and certain thyroid medicines, tetracycline group antibiotics, gold, salt medicines and other heavy metals, medicines to use with caution, aspirin, laxatives, certain birth control tablets, estrogens, metronidazole, some pain relievers, some psychiatric medicines, certain vitamins and sulfa medicines. Always consult a doctor before taking any medicine while feeding your baby with mother's milk.